Marvel Zombies, Dawn of Decay. The sound of a little baby's voice calling out to her mother. Mommy, mommy! Sniffles Groot as he carries Bruce Banner underground in the subway. Help me! The little faint voice calls out again as Groot begins to sneeze. He holds it, still cradling Bruce Banner. He runs deeper into the subway to see where the little voice is coming from. Then he releases his big sneeze that he holds. Looking back, seeing Bruce still unconscious, laying on the platform, he walks over to the blankie, hoping it's not what he thinks it is, as the voice says, Mommy, mommy, help me. He reaches for the blankie, pulls it off. Out comes a gritty, grimy little rat. It's a little doll baby. Screams out again. Help me, mommy. I am Groot. Then the sound. Clang, clang, clang. It's a subway car coming through the subway. I am Groot. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. State of Decay. Zombies. Plant life. Whatever. But they're all over the subway car. The subway car is in flames. It's coming storming straight at Groot. He grabs Bruce and dodges out the way, leaps off the tracks onto the platform as the subway car comes by in flames and comes to a crashing halt. I am Groot. The doors blow off the subway car as zombies come pouring out, or more like falling out. I am Groot. As he continues to cradle Bruce, who's unconscious, laying on the platform floor. More zombies come out. Now it looks as if they're coming to eat, infect, whatever. Groot and Bruce. As he hovers over Bruce, he looks over his shoulder. They're coming from the north, the south, the east, the west. Zombies everywhere. Then he reaches up and extends his arm into a branch like as he grabs the pole above on the ceiling. These zombies not stopping. Well, he lifts them up, holding the two of them. As he looks below, see more coming. More zombies coming. Suddenly, the pipe breaks. The steam pipe breaks. Psst. I am Groot. As he unexpectedly drops Bruce, Bruce hits the platform floor hard. Blam! He screams out. What else can he say? I am Groot. I am Groot. And the zombies are just making their little ugly zombie noise, getting ready to make Bruce dinner or whatever. But Groot suddenly, I am Groot. He reaches for Bruce, but instead of grabbing him, he slaps him. Whap! Who? Says Dr. Bruce Banner. Hit me, says the Hulk with a big mighty roar. You hit Hulk, then Hulk smash you. I am Groot. I am Groot, says Groot continuously. Hulk told Mulch Man to stop saying I am Groot. Say other things, new things. Hulk hate I am Groot. As Groot looks on, then he jumps down on the Hulk repeatedly. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Grah! No more. I am Groot ever, says Hulk. I am Groot as he's running up the platform stairs out of the subway. Hulk make annoying tree man into toothpick as he chases after Groot. Groot comes up on the street. Hulk hot on his trail, just rumbling, coming out below the daggone subway. Groot still screaming, I am Groot. As he falls on the ground, Hulk says to him, never ever make Hulk mad. When you make Hulk mad, you know what Hulk like to do? Hulk like to suddenly smash. Hulk is stomped into the ground by who? No one other than the giant Ant-Man. Whoa, and he's a big zombie as well. Suddenly, giant Ant-Man Scott Lang reaches and grabs Groot. And Hulk says, that a first for Hulk. Hulk not enjoy that. Scott holds Groot above him with his mouth open. And he looks a little crazy, like roots and everything coming out of his mouth. Opens his mouth wide to eat Groot, throws him in his mouth and swallows him down. Then Hulk leaks up, coming straight at Scott and says, giant guy think he's stronger than Hulk. Giant guy wrong. Hulk is strongest Avenger with the biggest muscles. Hulk is Hulk, as he whacks Scott across the jaw. And he says, ha, see, giant guy can't take a punch because Hulk is the biggest and strongest and giant guy is weakest and puniest. As Scott Lang falls to the ground, a mighty fall as well, hits the ground hard, boom, tearing down a couple buildings as he goes down. Suddenly, the sound of roots coming out of Scott's mouth. What's going on here? It's Groot, as he comes out of Scott's mouth and says, I am Groot. Then he looks over his shoulder and he sees the Avengers Tower with the Avenger logo. I am Groot. And what's going on? He jumps off of Scott. Scott gets up off the ground and Hulk's like, grrr, giant guy still awake. As Groot lands to the ground and he looks over, pointing at the Avengers building as he says to Hulk, I am Groot, I am Groot, signifying that he wants the two of them to go to the building. What? You want Hulk to run and hide in Avenger Club? You think Hulk wimp? Hulk not wimp. Hulk stay until giant guy dead. And Tree Man know what hurts humans the most as Hulk picks up a tank and throws it at Scott. Explosion, says Hulk. Ant-Man blocks it with a quick swipe and the tank comes falling back to the ground as Hulk says, huh? Why tank not explode? Then suddenly, kaboom! The tank explodes, blowing Groot and Hulk a few feet away to the ground. Hulk gets up and says, lousy tank. Hey, talking timber man, had right idea. Go into giant guy's mouth and tear apart from inside stomach. Then giant guy can't hit back. Hulk jumps up on Scott's chest and says, Hulk love this plan. Hulk smart. As he laughed and said, ha ha, missed me giant jerk face. As Scott takes a swing at Hulk, but totally misses and just slaps himself on the chest. Then Hulk reaches over and grabs Scott's mouth and says, grr, open up. What? You try to eat Stick Man, but not eat Hulk because Hulk green? You think Hulk tastes like gross green broccoli? Giant Hulk is wrong. Hulk tasty. Now, open mouth and eat Hulk. Eat Hulk. Groot grabs and holds his head in frustration and says, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. As he picks up a manhole, thinking back when Captain America was talking to him as the Cap said, you really need to step it up. It's what heroes do. Suddenly, an idea pops into Groot's head and he says, I am Groot. I am, as he launches the manhole straight at Scott's belt. And Hulk's opening Scott's mouth, getting ready to dive inside his stomach to beat him from the inside out, but the manhole hits the belt. As Hulk free falling, says, huh? What? Hulk falling? And Scott shrinks back down to regular size as Groot catches him in the palm of his hand as Scott is now the size of practically an ant and says, I am Groot. Hulk then lands and says, giant guy disappear. Too bad. Hulk like punching big jerks. Groot, of course, he says, I am Groot, as he holds and hides Scott in his palm behind his back, not wanting Hulk to see that Scott is shrink down and he's holding him. But Hulk says, no, Hulk, want to stay and fight. More monsters. You go, I stay, as Groot is pointing to the Avengers building, saying, let's go into the Avengers building. Then he quickly sees an Avengers toy set, and he, comes up with an idea. Suddenly, he drops the little tiny size Scott in the toy Avengers toy set box, right? And Scott just jumps on Hulk like he think he's still fighting him. He's a mindless zombie, so that's what's going. Then Groot sniffles as he see a little toy of Rocket, and he says, I am Groot. And the toy Rocket goes, blam, murdered you. Another idea for Groot, he says, I am Groot. Space skunk. Hulk looks at the toy Rocket and says it, space skunk. And the toy Rocket says, everyone but me is a brainless dummy. That just cracks Hulk up. He laughs. Ha ha ha, space skunk, funny. He called everyone brainless dummies. Ha ha ha. And then the happy emotion transforms the Hulk back into Bruce Banner. And he's like, whoa. Groot leans over and like, whew, Bruce Banner then says, Groot, you got us here. You got Hulk here. And, am I remembering right? Did Hulk try to kill Thor and Giant Man? Did you stop him? I am Groot, says Groot, of course. Wow, buddy. Great job. Ha. Now let's get to my lab so I can analyze and make you an antidote. We'll make us an antidote too. And suddenly Groot sneezes in Bruce Banner's face. Bruce goes, no, we were so close. I am Groot, says Groot in frustration. And I don't have Hulk's immunity. I'm gonna become one of them. We blew it. Wait a minute, says Bruce. Why am I not changing? I mean, Cap turned pretty quick and he's got superhuman immunity. Well, not like Hulk's immunity, but Cap's still pretty. Wait a minute. It's Captain America. He's the one who started this infection, not you. As Bruce Banner figures it out, Groot says, of course, I am Groot. He's like, think about it. Before you sneezed on Cap, General Ross gave him a leaky pen, and he turned soon after. Your cold had nothing to do with this, but I'm betting that poison ink sure did, says Bruce Banner. As he runs into the Avengers building, he says, I don't know what Ross is planning, if it's even the real Ross. But I do know one thing. If I'm going to create an antidote, I need the blood of patient zero. And that means we need to capture Captain America somehow. I am Groot, says Groot. Huh. How? Well, I got an idea to make him come to us, follow me. So inside, Bruce obviously hits click. He grabs the mic and says, attention New York. This is Bruce Banner with an important message. Avengers, assemble. I repeat, Avengers, assemble. As the Avengers look up at Avengers Tower with the instinct to assemble. To be continued in book number 4.